I need no introduction.
The better draft in your opinion, overall?
It's hard to say. I would lean maybe towards MOUZ's draft just a little bit. I like the safety nets they have in terms of trying to execute around these team fights later on. Your Luna is going to be farming at almost the same.
There is a smoked 5-man MOUZ Esports standing right above them, as Sammy's going to run into them in just a moment. But MOUZ, they will not break the smoke yet. Now they will, but Sammy will see them. Still, the disruption does come in. It won't matter, they've caught him, but can they lock him down long enough? Sammy, already down to half HP, still trying to run. He looks like he's in pretty big trouble as he is down. Bengun. In fact, Bengun was the one to secure first blood on the Phoenix, and now Bignum is gone. Ulnet's still going for more, but Wish is down. They'll get Ulnet eventually. Yamsun trying to heal up through this. May make it up based off the wisp, so that it's going to be a little bit of a slow return back to the lane or the base. They will continue going now. Force looking for the kill, and it looks like they've got it. Yamsun also down, already to 4-1 the way of MOUZ Esports.
But he is at least matching the pace we're seeing from Sammy Boy, and again, the Luna can scale up fast, although they'll try again. They're
going to try again. Ulnet in trouble this time around. Looks like he should be set to fall, though he's trying to fight back here with Bignum, but it's no chance. Bengun trying his best to help out with those level 2 of Fire Spirits, but not going to be enough this time. It's now top lane. Yamsun will go down. Narman able to pick up his second kill of the game on the Shadow Demon. Bignum is at level 4, but as a Marcy player, you want to hit level 6 ASAP, and well, but just a bit of a slight error there, just giving those up for free. Bottom lane, Fade. They'll make the jump on Fade. Nice Ravage to fly out from Force. Fade still alive for a little bit longer, as now Wish has rotated, but Fade is gone. And in fact, Wish, he's rotated, but he has not found himself a target to jump, so he's going to TP right back into the mid lane. A failed rotation. He certainly could. They'll wrap around the Dire jungle. Oh, they're running right into Sammy as well. They haven't seen him yet, but the pings are out. They seem to have a pretty good idea of where he's gone. And Sammy, I mean, unless he keeps running, he's dead. And there you go. Sammy eventually will find out the hard way that they were indeed coming. He'll pop the Chemical Rage and try to fight back against the egg, but does he have enough? No, he does not. Bignum trying to help out, but they still keep Sammy Boy alive. Sammy, he'll make it out another day, is now Benga, the one to actually drop. And well, props to Apex Genesis, Jonathan. They got there very fast.
Like, yes, there's good healing. I think you're actually a little bit more concerned about, say, maybe Wish being disruptive. Maybe this Marcy scaling into a secondary core, like Bignum getting BKB is massive.
Force, like all committed. Force has been caught. There's no help around him either, but he is a very tanky boy, but they'll take the kill. A very nice one from Frayed. I can always appreciate somebody who doesn't hesitate to just pop Black Hole on one. Meanwhile, Force is just casually taking a tier 2 top tower. Which is pretty Force, isn't it, John? He tends to do this. Just run up by himself and just hit tower.
And then die.
They're going to jump him, though. Or does he? Disruption. Eclipse out. Sammy, he's going to keep moving forward to Force, but Force, he has Ravage and he's ready whenever. He'll wait out the BKBs. As Apex, they'll get hit by the egg of the Phoenix. Force looking to go back in perhaps, but they are very cautious now. The Ravage is going to fly out. It connects on 3 targets. Here comes Fade, but the Black Hole is still on cooldown. Nothing to play with yet, as Ulnet going to go for the man fight as the Dream Core comes out, taking down Fade. Bignum also caught out. Will go down. Sammy on the run, but the Chemical Rage gonna wear off at the worst possible timing. Thankfully, though, he does TP out, as there is no cancellation for that TP. But John, that's 2 down for the price of nothing. They'll join Force with the smoke. Ulnet will lose his Courier, which did have the Talisman of Evasion on it, which is a bit unfortunate because that was the full butterfly up, but nevertheless, here we go. Jump is there. They found Wish already on the Void Spirit, and the Eclipse has been popped through the Dream Coil. Ravage committed, but the Black Hole catching out the types of the disruption. It will save Force for now. Ulnet though in trouble. Ulnet is down. Force trying to go for a run. Force barely surviving, but for how long? The chase continues here from Yamsun. Bengun is the next target on the Phoenix as well, and Bengun certainly looking to drop now to Sammy. In fact, Fade will be the one to pick it up. Force still trying to get away from Sammy Boy. Gets onto the high ground of the Twin Gates and does make it out.
BKB still a recipe away anyway in farm, so could maybe line up halfway through career respawn.
Supreme, he's BKB'd up, but the Black Hole has been committed by Fade, and the rest of the cavalry are incoming to try and pick off the puck. Can they get him though? Supreme He'll get into the tree line. Yamson's having a gander around. He's going to find Supreme eventually, but again, the jaunt away will be there from Supreme right into Fade. The chase is on. It's Tom and Jerry all over again. So they've got the 8th Remembrance this time, surely, to lock down the puck. And that'll make the black hole kind of worth it, but the problem is you're losing your T3 tower in the meantime. They lose about 1/3 of the T3 tower's HP, and well, they also commit black hole for the puck, so I'm not sure if you really consider that a huge win for Apex.
I wouldn't say it is. It's a rough spot now. Sammy?
Oh, this is a really rough spot. Sammy's gone. Not expecting them to stick around, and now Yamson, who was just hanging about with his carry, does go down. And well, remember that T3 tower I told you about, John? Now it's definitely.
Yep. Oh yeah, for sure. Again, it's. I don't know how you turn this around right now, though.
Bignum. He's trying to go for a bit of a boxing match here with Olnett, but that's not going to work out. Olnett's cheating with some glaives. Not very fun at all. They're going to try and slow this down as best as humanly possible, and by the time for Sammy to be able to respawn, absolutely zero chance of buyback. Sammy's currently holding about 40 gold. So now they do jump in onto Yamson, who did buy back for this. Wish will jump in onto Olnett, trying to burst down at least through the Aegis, but it's just not panning out for him, as Force is just casually holding everyone else back. Nobody can deal with the tide. They just don't have the damage nor the disable. Now MOUZ, they'll casually walk out with the Aegis intact and with the T3 and Rax gone. I have a funny feeling they're not going to be waiting around on the low ground. Jonathan, they could always go straight through the bottom lane into the Dire base if they so wish.
That they could. Apex? Oh, this is some bad timing. They just cleared for Mentor as well.
Oh no, they're running. Olnett's running right into them too. He's going to find himself Fade. Fade will pop his BKB, Lord. But that's going to be a BKB committal without a black hole. So now you've got the cancel. And Sammy forced to BKB himself as well. That's a real shame. Because now this high ground defense might just turn to Megas. Because you don't have 2 BKBs on the 2 heroes that really need it.
Oh yeah, you have a lot of leeway for MOUZ. You can have Ravage breaking the black hole, Dream Coil, Disruption, anything goes. This commitment out from Fade and Sammy is just going to cost them at least 1 Rax, probably more. No reason for MOUZ to back off. They should know they still have at least a minute window here, and Olnett has damage to back this up.
Here we go again. Tier 3 top tower. Final lane of Barracks standing. Yamson, do not die to those damn glaives, sir. They'll make the jump in. Coil is out. They caught the Void Spirit with that. In fact, they'll throw the anchor as well, but Bignum, he snuck in from the back. The problem is Bignum is just dying. Sammy trying to go after Bengun, but he just doesn't have the damage output. Eventually, Wish will take care of him, and now the black hole immediately cancelled. Ravage and Disruption out. And with that, can they actually deal with Olnett? Olnett's still going for the man fight here, but he eventually should die, but he takes down Sammy with him. It's a triple kill for Olnett. And you do eventually get the Lunar, and you put a stop to this push.
And Apex do not have the forward vision to back this one up. They have vision into their top jungle, but not close enough to the pit to really get anything meaningful here.
Full Satanic now up on Olnett to make matters worse for Apex Genesis. I mean, they have smoked up. They are going to make it in time to contest Roshan, but Force is holding the Twin Gate high ground. In fact, he jumped in. Hex is out. He caught the out, and now the Ravage. It's caught 3 targets. Sammy already half HP, but he does get the ulti off and run. Bignum is down. Wish in trouble. Right underneath the egg. He will get stunned up. Wish trying to find a way out of this through his BKB. Will still run, but the chase is on for the Void Spirit, and they've got him. Wish is gone. Sammy running around in circles trying to find a target. Fatal jump into the black hole, but it's only on 1. They only caught Bengun, and it was cancelled immediately. And with that, Apex Genesis falling like flies. They got Force, but it will cost them basically their whole team but Sammy. And now, screw Roshan, it's time for Megas.
Yeah, again, great read out from Force. Standing on the high ground, Sammy wasn't under smoke. So Force gets this angle in with a fresh side of Vice, gets control to set up, and just forces again early BKB out from Fade while Black Hole's down. Black Hole comes back up. Isn't that impactful in a very scattered team fight? Last set of racks to fall. 2 buybacks committed, but without the Black Hole, it just doesn't feel like there's anything to stop them. They just have to deal with the mega creeps. opportunities here. Looking like our last fight left. Still a minute until Black Hole's up on Fade. And again, without that tool, there's just no threat, it feels like here.
Absolutely not. Yamsun, he might just die to the glaives coming in here from the Luna. Force does make the jump in. Yamsun trying to Hurricane Pike away, but is doing literally no damage here to Force. He is down as Olnit now, right onto the Ancient. Sammy is up, and Sammy is going to try. But a big Dream Core coming out, locking down a couple, and now the Ravage from Force will ensure the GG call will be committed here by Apex Genesis. And that'll be game one convincingly going the way of MOUZ Esports. So I'm sure that comment doesn't even matter, but I could certainly still see Medusa being played as a POS 1, especially considering, based off what we saw in game one, MOUZ does look like the better team anyway, right? So they may just feel confident in just being able to slow down the pace of the game, just allow the Medusa to farm forever. 0-1, a pretty quiet game, but I suppose considering the drafts we've got here, John, you kind of expect it as I say, that Yamsun has rotated top lane, but they missed the spear. Olnit's going to be alright. Fade's the one in trouble now. Supreme's rotated over Fade. Going down. Can they find Olnit? They cannot, Jonathan. Olnit's going to be just fine to survive as now Bignum being chased down. Bignum, Melodic's still ticking away. He'll survive for now. He'll find a bounty rune, but Narman with one more Shadow Poison should have the kill, and he's going to hand it over to his MK if he can. Bignum, though, heals up a little bit. He's still alive, but they will eventually hand over the kill to Supreme.
Really stop the S from farming. I love that he hasn't gotten Infernal Blade whatsoever. They are trying to chase in. They've got Doom ready.
No, nice Hurricane from Force. Drags him back into Nama, but there's a lot of TPs incoming. They'll commit the Doom, they'll commit the Death Ward, and they've got the kill onto Sammy. In fact, they've even got Bignum. Quick rotation out from Supreme with the Simian Stride. And with that, it's a 2-for-0 trade in the favor of MOUZ.
Committing just yet.
There's a lot of fear, considering how fast you can rotate, especially with the MK, and here comes Supreme. He's TPing right in. Olnit has been jumped, but is it enough? They've got a lot of mana removed, but a nice balance. Sammy, he couldn't get the Requiem off. It'll be cancelled by Supreme, and now the chase is on. The side of Apex, they need to get the hell out of here. Supreme, still basically 1v5ing them here. Supreme! Never mind what I said, John. Supreme! I mean, I know game one was convincing, but Supreme, you can't 1v5. Not yet anyway. Olnit, though. Will he kind of sense the smoke rotation coming from Apex? He'll head back to his tier 1 tower. TPs are somewhat available, but no, he's out of position now. Coil's gonna land. TP's incoming. Does he have enough time to survive this? Disruption will come in. Narman, he's made it just in the nick of time. He's now Sammy. He's the big target. He'll get doomed up, and with that, it is looking like Sammy is dead. Supreme will secure the kill. Onto Yamsun they'll go, and Yamsun, I highly doubt makes it out, and he will not. Tips out for Sammy this time around. Trying to hunt Olnit. Fade is ready with the arena, just hanging by the Medusa as we speak, but TPs are back up and available here, Jonathan. This could be another scary initiation, because Narman's right behind him, ready with the save. They've got to deal with the Shadow Demon first. Olnit, he's going to get jumped. They will have the arena. Narman still gets the disruption off in time, so there's no real follow-up to the damage output you needed, as now Bengun does get caught. So does Fade with the Demonic Purge. And Fade certainly looking to die here, as Force will not leave him alone, but no, they see Sammy instead. Requiem out from Sammy to try and give him a bit of space to get out of here. Bignum is down, and Sammy, well, he saves his MOUZ, but he gives his own life away. It's like, Fade was definitely set to fall.
And Apex, I mean, they're moving as a unit. They've got Arena back up if they want to try something.
Sammy, this could be the bait they require, but the problem is the team actually ended up leaving. They were right by Sammy a second to go, but they ended up going north, as now they'll jump in with the arena, catching out the Monkey King. But do they have the damage output for Supreme? Not quite yet, they don't. Narman, he'll save with the disruption. Terrorize out as well. Bengun is at least down. Still trying for Supreme. They will get him. But what's it going to cost? Force looking for a bit of a chase, does still have the Doom up, looking for the Puck now, but the Puck with the phase shift will survive, so he will blink away. Chase is still on for Narman, but Narman with the Glimmer Cape is going to be able to survive. And so they do get away with a positive trade. He does use Demonic Purge instead of Disruption, so Not really the lockdown they were looking for.
Opening for a bit of a play, though. They are smoked behind that tier 2 here.
But how fast can you burst on it down? Like, he's got an amp damage rune, he's got a butterfly up. Can you actually kill him? They're gonna try, but it doesn't land to a tree, and the arena and the tower goes down at the wrong timing. Everything going wrong. And now, well, Yamsun, he will get stunned up. I mean, Yamsun at the very least is not making it out. Sammy will try to fight. Meanwhile, a Doom committed here onto Wish is going to ensure the puck death, and Bignum will go down with him. A 3-for-0 trade in favor of MOUZ.
At this point, they're holding on to one more tier 2. None of MOUZ particularly cares. I mean, Doom's back in 20 seconds.
Another nice clape near. Dharma strike available. They've caught out Sammy Boy again. They're going to lock him down. Arena is out from Fade to try and help out as they're aiming down Force, and they might just have Force this time. Force finally will drop. Meanwhile, Sammy actually runs his way out. A great start here for Apex Genesis. Problem is, MOUZ are the ones still chasing. So they do get Yamsun, but that's going to be it.
And that's when the fight can maybe start to open up a little bit more for the side of Apex. Easier said than done, of course. They've got the Parasma up at the very least for some more poke damage from Wish.
Well, at the very least, Fade is standing there using the Bulwark to slow this push down, and it is certainly doing some decent work. Problem is, it's not going to stop the push. Olnett is certainly just committed to finding at least the tier 3 tower. Though a big jump in from our puck into the Terrorize, landing on 3, but what's it going to do? That was it. Like, no Dream Coil. It was a cute kind of combo, but that's all it was, John. It was just cute. Oh, Spear. Maybe this will be the one. Olnett. Lower than half mana now. Will still go to fight back in the arena, but is going down as Sammy Boy's damage output. Surely does die and does the first time. That's a good start. Can they get him a second time? Sammy, the Requiem, did he time it properly? I don't know if he did. Olnett, he's going to have to man fight through this. The Stone Gaze has been pumped, but the Wukong's command is out. Sammy is gone. Yamsun is also dead. I guess it doesn't really matter whether he timed the Requiem perfectly, but it looked like he was a little bit off.
Yeah, just a tad bit early in that one. And they do get punishment. They managed to find one more, but this is not going to stop Olnett. Has enough mana left to still dig into the racks. Even Wish is a little bit of danger.
Careful, Wish. Let's take it easy now. Alright, top racks is gone. Wish still trying. Olnett is basically 0 mana right now. So Wish is still trying to find a way to kill him. Coil is committed. Maybe they can get him. Olnett completely alone, but no. Never mind, Supreme's here. Olnett still in danger. Wish has not given up. But now the turnaround. Olnett. Oh, they'll get him. Wish has got him. It's a nice pickup from Wish.
Pretty much. Not a lot of options really to do. I mean, they've got control of the map. They can just keep farming up. But Supreme, at least they dare to take tempo here.
The speed doesn't really connect on anything, but it won't matter. A nice pushback here from Fade. Supreme will drop to Sammy. That's a big pick-up. In fact, they even found Force now. Yamsun getting some work done here on the end. Just forces the BKB out from Force. And that'll be it. Force is okay. Are they really going to get away with this? Because I think MOUZ just think the Roshan pit's empty right now. They'll move in. Wish is looking to hold him back though with a Dream Coil perhaps, and he does move in onto Force. MOUZ very hesitant to try and force a fight now. It's looking rough to get in there. Requiem has been popped as well. Though a nice balance from Supreme, but it will not matter. Aegis is picked up by Sammy, but Olnett, he might find it immediately. Sammy's down, and he's right in the Wukong's command. Horrible position here for Sammy to try and fight him. Fade will jump in with the arena, but Sammy is gone. You got Roshan, but it just immediately meant nothing. Bignum will follow. Wish is down a boot. Fade is trying to fade away, but he is stunned through the TP. That'll be a 4-for-0 trade for MOUZ.
As it starts to itemize up. He's shifting away from the Ags now for Wish, just queuing up Lincolns, trying to stay protected up against Force. He knows that he still needs something defensive here to ensure that he can just play his game. Flat again from Fade. What? Again?
Fade? It might just be the pressure here, John. I mean, he has pretty much been standing still the whole time. Coil out, only landing on one. It's going to be the Witch Doctor. Bengan is still perfectly fine. He'll go for the Voodoo Switcheroo. Still has the Death Ward available whenever. Balance Strike landing on 3 targets. They'll take down Yamsun. He'll buy back immediately. Sammy, meanwhile, has been doomed by Force, and Force will just follow him right past the tier 3 tower. Eventually looking to back off. Force may have gone a bit too far. Glimmer Cape will buy him a little bit of time, but the Spear is not going to help. Still, they do secure. Force is down. But can they really keep this fight going here, Apex? It seems like they can. Supreme now in danger. He'll be on the run. But Wish is chasing him down. Supreme, very low. Fade, looking for a spear. Doesn't quite land on the MK, but gets Narman. As now Fade does go down to Olnit. Olnit, though, dropping low on mana. Gonna go for the man fight against Sammy, but the Requiem, no, it's not enough.
Oh my lord.
It doesn't complete the animation. Bignum trying, but Olnit's still perfectly fine. Wish will jump in. Here comes Yamsun. Yamsun will get the job done. And they successfully defend high ground again. Question is if they can find a pickoff before they approach high ground. Oh, they could find Sammy. Oh, they won't though. Sammy, he won't go get greedy running through the mid lane. Instead, they'll go into the triangle, but Olnit is right by their side. Yamsun going for a D-Ward, does get caught with his pants down, but a nice force up onto the high ground and a sprink away. They haven't caught Yamsun yet. Chase is on. Gleipnir will connect here from Supreme. Boundless Strike and Casters come out as well, and that should be Yamsun dead. Meanwhile, towards the south, though, Olnit is fighting by himself against Sammy. Sammy gets to the high ground. Yamsun still somehow alive. Should surely go down. Olnit in the meantime trying to go high ground. Yamsun's life will finally be lost in the meantime, as now Fade will be chased. Fade caught out. Narman goes down meanwhile. Sammy takes him out. A very split kind of affair, but it seems as though MOUZ will come out on top, as they are still continuing to just chase Fade down. But they'll have Boundless in one. They will miss the Boundless, and Fade, he gets out. Sentry placement from Bengun is there, but Fade is fine. Fade makes it out, but I can't say the same for Wish. And Wish was much more important than Fade was.
It was really curious as well. Fade blinked in, instantly got silenced up by this accursed Mindbreaker, and just died. That is rather unfortunate still.
Oh, Supreme. Supreme has just died. Gets caught by the Twin Gates trying to get to the Roshan pit, and Supreme is down.
They can try for a tier 2 if they really wished. Ags is passed along to Force, so AoE Doom on hand, simplifying the process to try to pin down this puck. And
speaking of that puck, John, Wish. Oh no!
What? Oh my.
Oh no! So that accursed Mindbreaker you talked about, John, it did it again. Refresher Orb, though, on Fade could make all the difference. We've seen these Mars plays, when they do land, it does tend to end up being quite effective here for Apex Genesis. Midrax is gone, though. Olnit does take it down very easily. Onto the tier 4 towers he'll go, so just forgetting about the bottom racks altogether. He just wants to rush this game finish. Gets one tier 4 tower. Looking for a second, but Sammy will start to get to work here against Olnit. Problem is, Olnit is happy to 1v5. Apparently, it's Fade. No, the disruption. Perfect disruption from Narman. And now they've caught up the Mars. Fade will try to run, but the balance will land, and Force eventually cannot get the damage off. Force is the one to go down, but here goes the Ancient. Olnit just focusing it right down. Fade, he'll drop the arena. They'll try one last time, but they're just being ignored completely here by this Medusa. Olnit does not give a crap. He's right after the Ancient, and the game is over. GG called. Game 2 will go MOUZ's way, and that'll be a 2-0 victory in this best of 3 against Apex Genesis.
Yeah, and again, considering the format, one little win like that sets you up nicely.